Good morning, universe. Wow, I just discovered something. At least on my iPhone, probably universal for iPhones. If your memory gets full, I have too full of memory. Your cameras won't work. I was like, why is it? Because it turned off in the middle of me filming this video the first time. I was like, why is this not working anymore? And then I discovered it's because it said I didn't notice it at first. I had to turn it off and turn it back on and reactivate the camera for it to say memory full, cannot record. So I was like, oh wow. So what happens is if your memory gets too full, your video will stop if you're in the middle of recording one, and the camera will go black, so you can't see anything. You can't do anything with the operations of camera, basically. You have to go into your camera roll and start deleting pictures or whatever, which is why you should probably have your, phone to download stuff to your computer. Incidentally, this is kind of cool. I'll show this to you because I'm thinking of it right now. I got a couple of things. This is show and tell today. Funny. Okay, so this is cool. So this is what I am putting my files on for my business, and that is going really well. That's one of the things I was going to talk about this morning. Is I'm organized. I'm very organized this month, which is great. Great. It's going to make the end of the month that much better, and the beginning of next month that much better. And it's just being organized is awesome in paperwork. I am excited that all areas of my life are organized, and I am jazzed because this is going to hold all of my paperwork probably for 2 months to a year, and if it doesn't all hold on this, I will easily buy another one and transfer all the data on it. So that way, at the end of the year, you know how everybody has all these files and things for their taxes when you're self-employed, you have all these tons of files and such, paperwork and all that stuff. Well, I'll end up having the key paperwork I'll get rid of. I'm getting like up here, like I'm not even there. But you know how you end up having these tons of pieces of paperwork? I shift. You end up having all this paperwork at the end of the month, and most of it we don't need if you're self-employed. You only need the receipts that you use for your business. Everything else is just pure profit, and while you can record those receipts and keep them in a file so you can go back and say, well, yeah, this is where I spent $8 on, online porn. I don't even know where you'd find porn for $8. But anyways, shows you how little porn I watch. So it would be, you could record them and keep them in a PDF format on your computer and on a little small disk drive like that. But then you don't have to keep all that paperwork and have it built up for 7 years. You only end up keeping like a smaller stack, and so it saves the box size. And you scan those in, so ultimately, within 7 years, 5 to 7 years, you can start throwing away receipts, right, and rotating your stock. This way, it makes it a lot easier just to keep, this year, and then they're out of your way. And having these logs makes it even easier because I've created expense reports. I record everything I do, numerically by the date, and then it's just great. It's just great. I won't bore you with that anymore. That's just exciting for me, and I hope that if you do any organization or need any help on organization, let me give you some ideas of some of my expense reports and such, and create them for yourself because they're really awesome. Really awesome. So yesterday was cool because I got parts of my Christmas gift from my grandmother. My grandmother bought for me. She helped me to get some cologne for Christmas. So it was sort of a belated Christmas present, but it worked out because it's through Amazon, and I do a lot of business through Amazon. So, as you know, probably. So this is the first one I got. This is Joop Home, which is awesome. For people who don't know, and that would probably be a lot of you, my original surname, last name was Prudhomme, and home means man. Homme means man in French. So this is Joop Man, essentially. So that's really cool. This is a large bottle, 4.3 ounces, 4.2 ounces. It feels bigger than that to me for some reason, though. But it's huge. Maybe they have, like, 4.2 ounces, and then there's a bonus of like, an ounce or two or something. It's really good though, really nice size, and it's kind of a red color. And then I also got, and this one's awesome. This is a new thing. I've never had this one before, so I'm really excited about this one. And this is called Joop Night Flight, and this is a blue bottle, and it's just awesome. I sprayed a little on each of my wrists yesterday, and they both smell just awesome, awesome, awesome. I adore Joop. Joop is my favorite cologne. I've also been interested in Delisle. What is Delisle? That's not even a word. In Diesel, though I've enjoyed Joop for so long, I thought, you know what? Let me just go back with my favorite one, because I've always enjoyed Joop, and I'll get some Diesel at some point this year and have it. One of the guys who works with me, Billy, he actually is the first person who I encountered the odor of Diesel on. I don't know how to make that sound appropriate. So it smelled great, and I said, well, I'm going to get some of that. So I will get some of that at some point. Right now, I'm going to be happy with the Joop because it's just always been my favorite scent. And I love blue. Blue is, a mild obsession. It seems like I should have like 400 stuffed Smurfs or something, but I don't. Thank goodness. Where would I keep them? What's going on with the house? Let's see. So if you have watched any of the previous videos, I want to buy this house. I've been discovering what steps to go through to get this house. Did I mention the truck? I mentioned the truck. Probably didn't mention the truck. If I didn't mention the truck, it's okay. Essentially, the story is that a couple of days ago when I was working with Roy to get product, we encountered someone Roy knew, and this lady is in vending as well. And she has one of these really large box vans that's probably like 7 feet wide and like 16 feet long. And she had a smaller version of that, which was about 6 by 12. About the size of my trailer, but you could stand up in it. It was taller. It had like over 6 foot of height in the back of it. So I was like, that's really cool. And she only wanted $7 grand for it. It's a diesel engine, which means it runs more expensive on gas. Though what it is that you have the ability to put racks in it, and it's inside the car, inside the vehicle itself, so you don't ever have to hook up a trailer or anything. And it's multi-purpose storage. And if you're, so you could like carry film equipment in it for doing videos. You could carry your snacks in it. If you ever needed to move, you could put your furniture in it. And there's a door on the side and a door and doors in the back. So that's great. Now, one of the things that stopped me from pursuing the idea of it, at least at the moment, was a conversation I had with my mom. And my mom said, well, if you're going to buy that house, first you better find out if you can even buy that house. Because if you don't buy the house and you have to downsize to an apartment like you said you're going to until you find a place, then you're going to have to, you're not going to have room for that big of a vehicle, because apartment complexes won't let you park probably a huge vehicle like that, especially since you'll have 3 vehicles at that time. So I said, you're right, so let me check in the house. So that leads back to the house. Great van though. Really interesting. Diesel is supposed to last up to like 400,000 miles if you take good care of it. And with me, that would probably last like 10 years, 10 to 11 years, because my business right now is only about 15,000 miles a year worth of work and business. And that's all I do is just my business with my vehicles, because I don't drive personally. So moving on to the house. So the house, there's 3 steps for me getting the house. I have a lot of steps, don't I? That's okay though, because you knock one out and then you got 2. So what I need to do for the house is, before I decide to buy it completely, and I really would like to, is I need to go to the city and I need to find out if I can make the modifications to the property that I want to make. For example, I want to extend this garage by about 12 feet, maybe even more than that. Let's say 20 feet out. Move the garage doors off, knock off the end of the wall, move the garage doors out, and extend it about 20 feet, and then move the garage doors to the side, versus like if you were the wall right now, then I would take the door, and that's where the doors are. I would take off the doors, take off that part of the wall, extend it out back behind you about 20 feet, and then put the garage doors over here on the right side facing the street, which is over here. Well, obviously they'd be facing the street either way; they're facing something. But on the right side, so that I could pull two vehicles directly into the slots, into the garage. And if I could manage it, which I don't know how that would work on space, but if I could manage it, what I would do is I would have two more garage doors on the other side so that I could pull them out into the back area of the house for working on them, potentially. So that would be another thing I would want to do. Build a fence and take the yard here and eliminate all the grass, because it's not as beautiful grass as it could be, and the maintenance is a little bit of a nightmare around here. So eliminate the grass, fence in the yard with iron rod, and with the exception of the driveway, and then make the driveway right now, which is probably about 10 to 11 feet wide. I would take it and extend it out on this side of the house where it's at, probably by about another 30 to 40 feet, and make it pure concrete. And the reason is because I get orders from Dr. Pepper or whoever I get deliveries from. They have to park right in the street over here right now on Westview, which it works because they're sort of parking on the, what do you call it, the arm, or the side, or whatever you call it. Though it would be better if they could just pull straight up in and be in the driveway and then unload and then pull right back out, and then no one could ever say anything. I've only had one police officer complain the entire time, but that's cool. I mean, he's doing his job. Though it would be great if I don't have to worry about those complaints anymore, and then I could fence in the yard. Then I would want to do plumbing back here. I have a separate quarters back here, and I'd want to do plumbing there. And if I could do plumbing there, I'd probably move that to being more of a film video office, and I could do more work back there. It could be a guest quarters. So there's just a bunch of things I want to do. Then I have to, step 2 is to get an inspector. If I can do all that, that's a make or break situation right now for me. If I could do all that, then I'll get an inspector here to review the house, tell me what he thinks it's worth based on conditions. If that goes well, based on the $129,000 she wants for the house right now, at least is what she's told me, then I'll go get the loan. Well, I guess there's a step 3, and then a step 4 is buying the house, the loan. But step 3 is actually I need to finish my taxes, get my taxes in, get that processed, and then go find and get the loan. I think I'm in a good shape for the loan. A good shape for the loan though, because I just paid off one of my cars in December, so that's great for me. And then so that's good. And then I just had one of my credit cards upgrade to a higher amount, like added $200 to the limit. So that's a good thing for me too, especially since I keep my credit cards low for the most part. So that's all great. So that's what's going on right now. That's really what's going on. So there you go. There's the situation, my friends. I kind of droned on about my house in Cologne today. That's okay. Oh, this is what I was going to title this video. Or click this. Last thing for today. So I'm on the computer last night and I'm trying to update my Chase Online car payment, right? And they changed their system online. If you went through this with Chase, you know what I'm talking about. So it erased my bank account for some reason. So I had to go back in and reset my bank account, but there was like a 48-hour process. Oh, there's my what do you call it? My phone telling me that it's running low on battery, so I got to finish up. So, anyways, what I was going to say was, so I had to go and update my bank account, and it was a 48-hour process for verification. So I got the verification amounts to give them the information, and I go in to do it, and it says, and I look at the messages, and it says, here's how you're supposed to do it. Log on to your account, and search for this particular statement and click on it, and then you can, verify your account. Well, number one, it didn't show that immediately when I logged into the account. I had to search around and find something that looked similar to it that led me to actually filling out the information. So that was a little bit tedious, right? So I thought, wouldn't it have been better if in the message box, once I went to look at the messages, it said, to verify your account, look for this link when you log into your account, and then you could do it. Or click here, which would have been easier. I love it when something says, to register, click here. Or call us at 1-800, or click here. That is, to me, the perfect thing to lead you to the next step of something and help make the process a lot easier. Or click here. So, if you want to support me, this is a lead-in. It's a lead-in. I'm kind of giving it away, but that's right. It's a segue to the end. So if you want to support me in the videos universe, then please do me a favor or click here and like and share and help spread the word. The Coke Rewards Point giveaway has got a little over a dozen views or something. If you want to help spread the word about it, please do. You don't have to share every video. I'd love for you to do it, universe. But if you want to specifically share the Coke Coke Points giveaway, then feel free to grab the URL for that video, post it, and share it with your friends. All the rules and regs are in that video. And that is it for today. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day, universe. Everyone out there, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. I've been a little obsessed with The Walking Dead and The Wizard of Oz. Like singing zombies. It's just I need to update my medication. Bye.